that the orcas would perhaps only eat the tongue or the vulnerable mouth parts. But when we really think about it, that can still be thousands of pounds of meat.
It's a massive reward. Well worth the risk of challenging a gray whale. It's a deadly demonstration of the orca's unparalleled determination. And nowhere is this determination more vital to the orca's survival than in Antarctica. Here, prey is extremely elusive. This seal is a 250-kilogram fat-filled meal, but the orcas are unable to reach him. So they have to devise a way for him to come to them.
Orcas are smart, and not just average smart. I mean, they're really, really intelligent. They're very good at problem solving and understanding cause and effect.
And right now, they're facing a 55,000-kilogram problem. That's the weight of this 15-meter by 10-meter ice floe. Tipping it is out of the question. The orcas simply can't get the leverage to lift and hold it long enough for the seal to slide off. And the ice is hard. Strong as they are, the orcas stand little chance of breaking the ice floe by ramming it. So where brawn fails them, brains take over. An orca swims to one end of the ice floe and submerges, while two others swim away from the ice and disappear. Suddenly, there's no activity at all. And it looks as if they may have given up on this seal. But looks can be deceiving. The ice shatters into 5 pieces, and the seal's life raft has just shrunk by 80%. It's the result of one of the most amazing displays of cooperative predation in all of nature. These orcas have mastered the art of wave hunting, in which the water itself actually becomes the orca's deadliest weapon. From 15 meters away, 2 orcas swim in perfect synchronicity toward the flow. They quickly build up to 30 kilometers per hour, swimming as close to the surface as possible without ever breaking it. And the seal can't even see them coming. Because the orcas have tilted to the right, their typically visible dorsal fins are submerged, allowing them to get within just centimeters of the flow before they shoot downward, darting underneath the ice. The force and acceleration of their bodies create a vortex, which pulls the ice flow down and creates a 1-meter wave. So powerful that it actually breaks the 55,000-kilogram flow into 5 pieces, leaving the seal on thin ice. A second wave of that size could leave the seal with nothing, and he senses the danger. He resurfaces on a flow nearly 3 times larger than the first.
The orcas are ultimately persistent. If they don't get what they want right away, they'll keep going after and after and after it.
The orcas encircle the 375 square meter flow, and prepare for the next phase of their attack, in which every member of the pod has a job to do.
This is probably the most coordinated method of hunting for any animal anywhere in the world.
First, they hit it with a quick wave to break off the weak fringe ice. A second wave hits, but it's too small to do much damage. The orcas need a bigger wave to crack up this massive block of ice. But the seal's flow is surrounded by smaller ice chunks, like dozens of speed bumps to slow down the orca's approach. So it's time to do a little maintenance. Cleaning debris is important, but it's merely preparation for the strategic centerpiece of the orca's master plan: moving the massive flow to clearer waters.
They actually physically put their noses against it and push the ice out of the way. They can predict the future in terms of understanding if they do this, that will happen. And there's not many animals that can come up with that sort of a concept.
Moving the 93,000 kilogram flow to open water makes it harder for the seal to escape to another flow. And it gives the orcas enough space to hammer the ice with powerful waves. Each one shrinks the ice flow by about 20%. With the flow down to 7 by 8 meters, it's small enough that the orcas can enact the final phase of their attack. Without ever leaving the water, this pod of orcas took out their prey in an unparalleled display of creativity and teamwork.
It's very obvious that that's based on the communication that they have with each other. To be able to coordinate things like a wave attack really requires a lot of skill and perfect timing. And I'd find it hard to have a group of people who could do something like that.
With an incredible ability to learn, orcas continue to adapt to their environments and expand their range of predatory strategies. Refusing to accept the limitations of a typical aquatic animal, they've extended their predatory reach onto land. They've maximized their strength and honed their strategy to take on a creature that weighs nearly as much as a jet plane. They've learned when to abandon brute force to engage in a cunning battle of biomechanics. And they've developed hunting methods as precise and coordinated as a tactical military unit. It's this remarkable ability to work together to overcome almost any challenge that makes the orca the ocean's most dominant predator.